Right, hello and welcome back
Sanctuary,
to Darkest
as
Dungeon
fleeting
2.
as a dying star.
Right, we'll get in there, and I might take the same party as last time. I just might, you know.
The house on the borderlands, half swallowed by the stain.
Right, let's give it a
You
look-see.
attempted to map the geometric proportions of the crown to frequencies of sound, and in the resulting silence, our ears welled with blood.
The crossroads. Wait for the lantern's light, and welcome what help may come.
Okay,
Indiscriminate science stains the surgeon's hands.
Sisters of Battle, go! Again, I just wish I could... where pirouette and... lunge. And we want... these off. Those on. Go surgeon. Arsonist. This is something as well actually that I've been thinking about. We can take Bonnie to the sprawl because they have fire resistance piercing 33%. So that will reduce most of them, even with good resistances, down to being kind of mediocre. So as long as we're playing as the Arsonist path, we needn't really worry about whether or not enemies have fire resistance really. So we don't have to really worry about that. So we can go to the sprawl. We can try to beat the boss back down there as well if we wish. Though again, let's just remember, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We are only going to face the boss if we have a decent number of trinkets, it's later in the game, and so on. We're not going to try to fight the boss first thing. As much as, you know, it's the idea of, well, fail fast, fail early, get it out of the way if you're going to lose.
Chaos of the world.
Sure, but our chances are much higher later on. Just one or two regions will probably give us almost a guaranteed boss kill.
Ahead, only trial.
Wait till the very end and we're basically going to romp the thing. But of course then we don't really get to choose what trophy we want to go for. Just have to take whatever's available then. Right. Burn! We really are burning them as well, look at that, Jesus Christ. Might as well bleed him as well. Oh, did I say bleed? I meant blight. There you go. Oh, they're gone. There goes another. And last but not least, I guess they can't do much because they're in pulled out position. That's the problem with the Plague Doctor, they are very reliant on being in position 3. Not 4, not 2, not 1, they have to be in position 3. Exactly. It's like the weakness of the Plague Doctor. Has to be 3.
Are you shaken?
There is so much worse in store. The place is a little worse for wear, but familiar nonetheless.
Right, first thing we're going to do, where are we? No medicine. And what else do we want? What else do we want? Maybe ounce of prevention? Yeah. Yeah. Right, so our support skills are upgraded. Lovely.
Spend what you can, for wealth no longer has meaning. If indeed it ever did.
There's the pot and still. We're gonna go with the...
Anything that lets us travel further is worth the cost.
I'm gonna go with the normal build. But since there's no medical items here, I am gonna buy the pot and still. And since we've got that so early on, that should really help here. So we are gonna try for relationship
Planning and
bonuses.
mindfulness, as vital to survival as sharpened steel.
Oh, and we got the tea service, didn't we? Oh, maybe we should have gone for the other thing. Because I forget, yeah, when you unlock them, you just get to equip them. Right, we will be doing a
This will serve
relationship
well.
build then. And then we'll probably put some medical gear on the other two. Makes sense to
One
me.
learns quickly when survival demands it.
We can't do it now, can we? Yeah, locked. Don't know why they lock that. You think that they'd lock that after you go from after you leave the inn, but whatever. Well, bye dog. We just like grabbed the dog and shot it then in that case. Don't know. Let's assume that we've given it back to the inn.
Sometimes it is wiser to
obviously.
try anew, fortified by trials past.
That's it, root. His rings. Poison dart skill, +2 blight dealt. Apply on crit from range skills, 2 blight. If rank 1, +75% damage taken. Okay. Or I can just get some blight and movement resist. Avoid the hospital, visit a creature den. No hospitals. Enemy advantage chance. Okay. We could go Shroud here. Right. Looks good to me.
Barnacled timbers of the coastal villages.
Let's get to know our heroes. What have we got?
And secrets.
If the flames high, they've got a chance to gain dodge at round start as well, not combat start, round start. The worst versus gaunts, they get stressed out. They sometimes get dazed due to an old head injury. The knitting needles fly when stress is high. What? What does that even mean? They start knitting. You don't mean they're literally going to get the like knitting needles out and some wool, do you, and just suddenly produce jumpers, right? When in their health is low, they deal more damage. When stress is high, crit goes down. Just plus crit. And occult to maniac. The crit will be good though, because as much as we don't deal much damage, crits do increase the amount of time that status affects state for, so that should be good. Right, trinkets. Distracting dust on hit, chance to blind on miss, chance to give them crit. Okay. Flare grenade and magnesium rain, they're probably going to do a decent bit of AoE. Magnesium rain now could potentially be like a full party blind combined with fire damage for them all. It's kind of ridiculous. Of course it's only a slim chance of it, so It could also make them all crit suddenly, so there's that. Provisions. Do we need anything? We're heading to the Shroud, so again, bandages would be good, but that's not what they're selling. I think we're good. I think we're pretty good. There's nothing here that I'm like, oh, we need this for our journey.
Consider your position and plan accordingly.
Right, let's head out. We'll carve through here. We're not going to visit the boss. We are going to gain a enormous amount of whiskey. Let's hope no one becomes resolute when they drink it. One keg down, the entire party becomes resolute, refusing to drink for the rest of the game as we just amass a giant amount of whiskey. Finally get to the one hospital. Everyone's relationship goes from 0 to max in one in. Right, let's see how we go. You are on fire. And now, you're poisoned as well.
Measured and steady.
Bleeding's not good. Right. Burn them. Right, well, the dogs haven't got any dodge on them. Let's get them. Got one. Let's try and get the second. Resisted the blight, unfortunately. That dog is resilient. He does not want to get poisoned. That should definitely kill him. He's probably only got a turn or two left in him. Yeah, there we go. Finally, we've blighted him. We're gonna have to cut through a corpse or two to get to him. Or we can try and pull him forwards. This will clear corpses and potentially burn him. Yeah. He's heading out on this. There we go. Right. Job's a good one.
Sweet reprieve.
Until the next test is put before you.
Right, have we produced
The
whiskey
guttural
yet?
prayers of the fisher folk must be silenced.
We're getting a lot of positive relationships already as well. It's the tea service, isn't it, that we've got that does that. Gotta imagine if we'd have picked the dog out as well. But we've already got some pretty good stuff, so I think it'll be fine. Right, Iron Swan that thing. Pull him to the front if we can. Yeah, a bit of bleeding, not too bad. I'm gonna have to hit them with some poison darts, if possible. There we go.
Lethality writ large.
start burning the captain so we don't get a chance to buff them. We'll try and hit both those with some flare grenades. Yep, there we go. We didn't blight the middle. Yeah, we didn't blight the middle one, so. Right, he could potentially burn to death now. Let's get the front. We want to try and apply as many debuffs and damage over time effects as we can here.
A deliberate and methodical appliance of harm.
Ooh, if it bleeds can work here. There we go. He resisted the bleed unfortunately, but we'll clear corpses, set him on fire. And speaking of fire, red hot poker, straight between the cheeks.
We are the flame, burning brightly for all the world
Healing
to
received
see.
from skills. Yeah, we can put pop that on the Hellion. Pop it on and there we go. Ooh. Vintage collection. Then we could go. We've not really got much to spend at the Hoarder. Could go academics then at Creature Den. That should give us some bonus items for the next inn or whatever.
Though decidedly
Get some nice
inconvenient,
trinkets too.
at least we know what's coming.
Still not produced any more
ahead,
whiskey.
The seat of our
I'm noticing.
regrettable research.
So where's my whiskey, damn it? Right, this one's already nearly gone. Start burning them all as well. Okay, they're nearly gone. Start with them, I guess then. I'm going to start bleeding this front one out, and setting him on fire as well. Yeah, that should be him closer to just bleeding it, well, burning up, I guess we'll say, not bleeding out. Front one, oh, he is absolutely gone. There goes another. Got him. Right.
The past is gone. Let it die.
Bleed resist, but first burning. Pretty good for this area at least. We'd probably want that off in the sprawl. Throw it on our frontliner. Right, let's see what we have in stall here. We've got, there's the study. Let's see what we get. Something good, something good. That looks like blood. It's not going to turn him into a vampire, is it? Combat item or something. the wine. That's not going to make us vampires, is it?
A simple choice. At least it should be.
I really hope it isn't.
Ahead, a bestial refuge, littered with bones and
But, you know, between that and the whiskey, this is kind of, you know, the alcoholic run that we're doing, so we'll have to see. Speaking of, has it actually produced any more whiskey yet? Just let me have a look, right? Before each location, chance to produce whiskey, increase stacking of whiskey. Okay. I have yet to produce whiskey, because we came in here with that keg.
Sharpen your blades, that we may properly excise our portion.
Of course we're going on. I mean, we have to, don't we? Right, get the corpse eater first. Corpse eater, then the spiders. Preferably the one that stuns us. Burn them. Okay. Corpse eater's nearly gone. Right, that should be enough now. Yeah, that should be plenty. Let's start plaguing the back line. They've got very high blight resist because, you know, spiders, so we're unlikely to get them with it, but hey, we did. We'll want to try keep hitting them with that magnesium rain. He's going to be dodging for a while. Right, there we go. Magnesium rain, it'll clear the corpse out as well to bring them a bit closer to us. Very close to killing them. Get this one while he's not got dodge. Got him. One left, nearly burnt out as well. Yep, there's a dodge. He's got crit now, but it doesn't matter.
The slow suffering begins.
Right. We very much want to be on top of our corpse clearing here when we can be.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
Right.
Stupendous.
That's probably one done. We'll use incision fire. In fact, what's the plague on these? 73. It's because he's got negatives to plague piercing as well, so he's, yeah, if they've got decent plague resistance, it's really bad for a doctor. Right, looks like we can use adrenaline rush probably on the Hellion. Did they resist? Yes, unfortunately. Here comes the heal. They're weak. Right, we're working this centre one over.
Incremental, but deadly all the same.
Burned a lot of them. Too bad this one didn't get the death blow before we used that, because we could have cleared the corpse then before the others ate him. It's fine though. Right, wicked hack, let's get the centre one. We'll heal up a bit. And they'll probably eat them. No, they haven't gone for them yet. Right. See if we can clear that corpse then. Got it. Right, there we go. No free meals for these guys. Yeah, if you start working the second one over, the damage over time effects will probably take him. We do want to get some battlefield medicine on our runaway here as well, if possible. Maybe we should use run and hide on them too. Might have been a decent idea. Right. Second one there looks like it's probably going to go soon.
A deliberate
Yeah.
and methodical appliance of harm.
Nearly got that corpse. Right, there's death's door. We can heal from it. But really, yeah, this is what we need. There we
A
go.
little help impeccably timed.
Right, we're back in it and we're probably going to win it. Basically, it's a matter of time at this moment.
Sweat-soaked brows, unsteady stances.
Let's just make sure that, yeah,
Takes hold.
it doesn't get a chance to eat anything here, because it could bring itself back into it.
Abandoned or forgotten. It is
Deliver
ours
to the inn
now.
to gain remove diseases from party. And to master it. That's the really good part here. To master it.
The loathing whispers.
Right, from here... Now there's not much point going to the watchtower at this point. And we're avoiding the layer. We could go mystery machine down the left side here. Knowing that we don't want to go to these two, going to the hospital would be a bad idea. So we might as well head left. At least we'll get some candles of hope as we go as well from these. Oasis! Right, that's pretty good. We might get some spring water if we're lucky.
The loathing festers.
So, ambition. Each time this goes up then, so it doesn't affect the boss. It makes the fight going toward the boss harder. And it makes us drain the flame more.
Save
Right.
themselves. They would
That's a
slip
bit
beneath
different,
the
isn't
brackish
it?
waters and be reborn
They just want
in
to
the
leave,
image
they're
of
going to
their
get the spring
aquatic
water.
demiurge.
Well, obviously we're going for the spring water, we didn't come here to not get the spring water.
Travel without proper reconnaissance. A hasty and reckless thing indeed.
Right. Here we go then. Let's see, what have we got here? Got combat on this one. Okay. Right, no one's got any what's it? Bonuses out for combat, so just get in there, see how it goes. What was that? Infectious enemies? Yeah, so they've got some nasty damage over time effects. Got it. Right, get them. Let's try and pull this one to the front. So we definitely want them dead.
Measure out your violence and apply it judiciously.
Oh, they've got some block on. Right, get them. It doesn't matter if they're blocked. We'll just hit them with all the status effects we can. Speaking of. Ooh, resisted that time, eh? Okay, well, let's see how you resist this. Yeah, they're basically dead. Ow. Let's keep hitting this front line up. I will admit the plague grenade is definitely nowhere near as good when they're playing surgeon. It does make me wonder if I should just put blind grenade back on, but it barely does anything either. Thing is though, for it to just affect one skill, yeah, I'm going to keep surgeon on. You know, one of our skills is worse, one of our skills is much better. Our character has a bunch of additional health.
By accumulation.
So yeah, we can probably just hit that one. Don't need too many flashing daggers there. Got one.
Messy, but effective.
Malaise.
Ooh,
Measured
gonna hurt.
and steady.
The amount of damage
The enemy
over time on
weakens
them.
and wanes.
Oh, there's that one. And this one. Yep.
An inkling of potency still lingers in some of these well-worn relics.
The loathing whispers.
Okay. So we'll lose some arm and then it's an assistance. And then we've got the Oblivion's Rampart. This location increases loathing. Don't they normally lower the loathing? Like, you beat them and it lowers loathing to 0, right? Right? What stagecoach item? Or visions, combat items, that sort of thing. Let's try a stagecoach item. Ah, interesting. We can just slot it on while we've not got anything else in that position. I think we'll only have enough to buy one at the next inn. Well, maybe two, if we buy two of the cheap ones, but depends what they've got for sale, I guess. Right, here we go. Gotta be Iron Swan to hit this altar. Speaking of hitting the altar, ooh, those poison darts. Ooh. Sure. Hit them because we're mostly going to have that burn effect. Yeah.
Hold fast, for who knows what lurks in the beyond.
Well, that no, it won't heal them yet. Right, magnesium rain. Get them. Definitely trying to focus Bonnie down. Right, let's see. We've got 5 health, so yeah, we should still hit them. Right. They're basically going to have Death's Door rolls for the next 4 turns, I think, so they're fine. We can focus on these now. There they go. Now they can heal.
Help impeccably timed.
Yeah, they're getting dangerously close to being dead. We probably don't need to hit them anymore. Yeah, they'll have 2 rolls at Death's Door. Right. This will make us winded, but we are going to start applying bleed. And burning.
The enemy
So,
weakens
screw
and
your
wins.
dodge. That gives us time to put this incision on. Yeah, that's a lot of damage over time effects.
Lethality
That's a hell of a lot of
large.
damage over time effects.
Steady yourself.
Once we've got a few, because of course we tried it last time to go straight for the boss, but once we've got an actual few trinkets and masteries on skills and that, this team is going to be very nasty for just damage over time effects and things. It really is. It is going to be absolutely absurd.
The smallest variable can make all the difference.
Bleed him. Bleed.
A steady subtraction, an invariable result.
So this guy got like a load of resistance or something, not particularly, yet he's really, really resilient to just getting damage over time effects on him. He must have just been getting really good rolls. Right. Debuff resistance, max damage up, HP down. That'll be good for our grave robber. That we can slot both of them on them.
The loathing whispers.
Boop and boop. There we go. Let's do it in that order. Right. Low resistance, but lower bleed resist. Right. We should be at the end. Right, how much whiskey did we get? That's the real question here. How many kegs? I have a feeling it's not many
Rest
actually.
tonight. under the mountain's unblinking gaze.
4 flasks and a bottle. You know what I bet it is? I bet when we get some, like, it'll produce maybe 4 flasks at once and then a bottle or something, right? Well, that's a point. Poison dart plus 2 blight. Apply crit, range skills 2 blight. Yeah, we don't want these then on her. We want this. So damage, but lower max HP. Do we want that on this person? Do we though? Because they're being used as a frontliner. They've already got 2 trinkets. Healing received from skills. It would have been best on the Grave Robber, but that is also really good on the Grave Robber because dealing that amount of extra blight. Like, I would say that this is better than this. Well, yeah, it is, yeah. Because ranged poison darts dealing 2 blight, that doubles the blight that it deals, and it can also put that onto flashing daggers, which would normally do 2 to 4 damage, so that it is equivalent to a 50% damage bonus on our ranged skills. With no heat, the only negative is that if we end up in rank 1 we'll take a big hit if we get hit, but we can pirouette out of that. So yeah, we could give it to our Plague Doctor, but they're not really about big damage dealing, so I think the debuff would hurt them more than the buff would help them. So I don't think it's a great idea. This our Arsonist, again, being an Arsonist, they have minus 25% damage anyway, so they don't deal all that much damage. It's all about the burn that they inflict. And this is, again, it's about raw damage, so you think, okay, so the Hellion, yes, but they are a frontliner, and giving them lowered health like that, when we can instead have, because that's the other thing as well, you have to keep in mind that it would mean removing the healing from skills that they get. Which is not a huge deal, but that, and then the bleed resist for something that's going to lower their HP of, again, of our frontliner. Comes with debuff resist. Where are we heading? So that might be important. Oh, and they all just, they've all gained a trait. So, Shroud Explorer, so they're better than the Shroud, even though we've just come from there. Fragile's pretty bad. Sanguine. Better relationship chance, nice. Yeah, that's low HP and worse meltdown, stress and things, that's bad. Food may have no benefit because of bad digestion, which is not great.
Precious relics remind us of a time before the end.
Could buy a griddle. I think we're alright.
The next stop is leagues away. Plan accordingly.
Just need to
The roads
this
are
up.
rife with peril. A little protection is always welcome.
Of course, now that we've got all these bonuses for the poison darts, they have to get upgraded. And yeah, let's just try and upgrade the basic skills on some of our units. Yeah. Right, that should work. Good lord, the amount of this stuff, eh? Right, relationships. How are we looking? Helen is good with pretty much everyone. Grave Robber probably wants to be better with people, and Plague Doctor could use some bonuses to Audrey, so Plague Doctor, Audrey. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, we've got the whiskey barrel as well, so let's just see how. God damn, think if we produced a whiskey keg at each location. Right, let's see how that's all landed then. So, yeah, she's doing pretty well with people now. I think, was it Boudica's got some of the best, so okay, Boudica, put her with basically everyone, and we should basically get a bonus then. Then let's try and make Audrey a bit better with everyone. Who should this last one go on? So Audrey is pretty good with everyone now. Plague Doctor is good with everyone, real good with Boudica. Runaway is pretty decent with everyone, Boudica especially. Maybe these two. Yeah. Okay. And that's just one area, right? The whiskey still, I think, is probably one of the best items for relationships. It really is. Right. Let's get some food eaten. Look at the provisions. What have we got? I mean, I know we've got this, but we can afford something better and it won't really cost much, so we probably should get that. We could get a griddle. As much as it's, you know, we should be looking for health items. You know, the opportunity is there,
practice,
but
improve.
no, we'll hold off on that. You never know, we might want to buy a trinket or something. And we can afford food at the end. Pretty good quality food as well. I think we've given everyone some bread so far, so yeah, we'll just stick to some bread for this one. Other provisions. Do we need to de-stress anyone? No, not at all. There's some more whiskey. Boxing gloves could work. Next location will be
Rain, fire, and rot. Is there no sanctuary from this madness?
Tangle or so. Right, do we want to face enemies that are weak to burning, or enemies that... It was bleed, I think, here, wasn't it? You want to bleed these. And they're very resistant to blight. These are very weak to fire. But I would like the 2 mastery points. The way is late. Assistance encounters. That's not necessarily bad. That seems like an easy one.
Mud
That
and rain.
we can maybe go to the
Resignation
photo
and
last.
death.
I bet it'll probably
This
show
land
up probably,
is truly barren.
and we can hit that last. Maybe try that boss again when we're maxed out on stuff. Going tangle. Is there anything specific we would want for the tangle? Not really. Do any of these give heals? We could just take burn salve because it's a heal. It's not the worst idea. Just in case we need to bring someone off death's door with it.
Something to ease the rigors of the road.
Right. Combat items. Just dole these out between people. Yep, so we've got a few heal items just if we need to bring some off death's door for free. Stun resistance, sure. Blight resistance, yep. Dodge, yep. Crit, yep. Just stack it all on our frontliners. I bet. Oh, she's become resolute. God damn it. Feared this would happen. Right. And that's going to do it there for the episode. Thank you very much for watching. We'll just see what happens here. What are the odds that we get some good relationship chances, I wonder? Yep.
Aspiration unites the hopeful.
Same strike, adrenaline rush. Okay, so Saiyan Strike, the basic melee ability we use, will de-stress Boudica, so that's pretty good. Adrenaline Rush we use, yep. Kid Hack. We don't use Disorienting Blast. We could pop it on, but it only de-stresses anyway. Pirouette and Blinding, so things that the Plague Doctor doesn't use are being affected. It is what it is. Right. Thank you very much for watching. That's going to do it for this episode there. And next time we'll be in the Tangle. So I hope to see you then for that.
War
Just let the map reveal itself here.
rewards only resignation.
We might try the boss in this area. We have got some burning damage that we could use. So the boss might be a good idea. They are early on if we want to go for them. Things to consider. Right. I'll see you next time then.